If I had to describe Dr. Feigin in one word...
Let me think for a second here.
That's a tough question. To find one word.
One word, huh?
I might need two or three. I don't think they've invented a word yet that encompasses all of those abilities.
I would say visionary.
He is an icon.
He is energetic.
He's a friend to everyone.
Commitment.
He is focused and dedicated.
He's extremely efficient.
Leader.
Scholarly.
Empathy, compassion. He's a booster.
He's been my mentor for 30 years.
Just have to say exceptional.
Fun.
Remarkable.
Amazing.
And driven would be another word.
Dr. Feigin's really my hero.
The pursuit of excellence is a lifelong one. That's what I think of Ralph Feigin. I think of his pursuit of excellence. He has always strived for excellence in everything that he does. He embodies in one person what many of us want to be in part.
He's a role model, but not a role model that you're going to exceed. A visionary for what needs to be done for Texas Children's Hospital, for our community, and for global children's health.
What he created, both at Texas Children's and indeed at Baylor, is one of the most extraordinary medical colleges and certainly children's hospitals in the nation.
Ralph Feigin was put on this planet, I really believe, to be the chairman of the Department of Pediatrics at Baylor College of Medicine and to be physician-in-chief of Texas Children's Hospital.
He is an icon within the pediatric community. He's facilitated the growth of research and clinical care and does it with such aplomb that everyone is comfortable with the growth rate. Around here, you don't talk about Dr. Feigin. All you have to do is say Ralph, and everybody knows exactly who you're talking about.
He literally has taught the world about pediatrics. And his recent award, of the John Howland Award, which is the finest award given in pediatrics, is a testimony to the fact that he is an educator. And I believe that's his finest accomplishment.
His contribution is in the faculty that's been assembled and the excellence of the work that they do and the enthusiasm of the population of Houston for being cared for. And so it has to require a lot of grace and skill to put those people together and end up with the institution that has been assembled here.
His style of openness and honesty with his faculty is incredible. And that's part of what just makes the ethos of Ralph Feigin. And I think there's probably close to 580 faculty members in this department that are standing either shoulder to shoulder with me or right behind me.
Ralph makes people. Unlike many others who sometimes use people, Ralph never uses people. He actually makes people. I consider myself one of the most fortunate people because I was taken under the wing of Dr. Ralph Feigin. I had the best training, but beyond that, the best mentoring. You can go to him for your scientific vision. You can go to him for your personal issues. You can go to him with a diagnosis when you're stuck, and he'll help you. He is really very, very special.
You walk in to see Dr. Feigin the first time, and he will say, "I'm Ralph," and there is no way he is Dr. Feigin. A power broker that talks to anyone. I mean, make no bones about it, okay? Dr. Feigin says it's going to happen, it's going to happen. If he says it doesn't, it's not. End of discussion, keep moving. He listens, okay, and he gives you direction, and you can push against that direction, and salmon can swim upstream, but not too far.
The last thing he would give up, if he had to give up anything, would be the time he spends with the residents. Once they're here, there's absolute total devotion to their needs. And his incredible focus on each one of them is unlike anything I have ever seen anywhere.
I'd say the hardest part of becoming a physician is making it through residency, and he knows that too. And so I think he's there, he knows that support is needed, and he treats us like we're his children. Anything goes wrong, he is there to back you up and help you out, find sources to help you with your problems. He will help families of residents. He is just a truly amazing and dedicated person. I couldn't ask for better.
Ralph could walk through the door any minute. You better have your bed made. You better be ready, because the boss might walk in. But the thing was, it was a sincere component. I mean, there's no doubt about that.
He will come through the ER every morning around 6:30 or 7 and just check in with the residents, see how the patients are doing, see if the rooms are open, how the night was, and he does that every single day of the week.
He comes in, weighs himself, which just blows us all away. And then everybody who's worked the night shift has saved up all the cool cases all night long.
He has his own, what he calls Feigin rounds. We try to stump him every week with something. We try to find the hardest case in the hospital, and he works it out every week. He knows the answer, and he doesn't have books in front of him. He's not told about the case beforehand. It's a complete secret.
And he's just encyclopedic with regards to all areas of medicine. When we present patients with very complicated neurologic disorders, he comes up with the appropriate differential diagnosis, and amazingly usually gets the diagnosis, correct.
He would have perhaps 50 different ways of looking at a patient. And most of us were lucky if we could remember 5.
He has an amazing knowledge base. I don't know, there's a topic area that he doesn't know something about it.
Ralph just seems to have this multi-terabyte database that just continues to accumulate data.
And he can reference the book. It says it's on page 1076 in the second paragraph on the 3rd line.
My saying about Ralph is we all have photographic memories, but Ralph has film. He's a great multitasker. I know of no one who multitasks better than Ralph.
If he has a fault, I would say he's made everything look so easy that those of us who are walking behind him trying really hard to keep up are thinking, gosh, how does he accomplish all that? How does he make it look easy?
He is as focused and as dedicated today, 30 years later, as he was back in 1977.
Watching him is contagious. You just want to roll up your sleeve and do it, and that's how Ralph is.
He gets up and runs in the morning. Then he comes to work, and he's here every day on time, works all day, but then he also manages to go home and have dinner with his family every night.
Some of us have wondered whether he's human.
We joke about how there might be 2 or 3 of him.
Ralph doesn't do it for Ralph. I think he does it for what he wants to accomplish.
It's not a selfish drive. It is a selfless drive. He's driven to help kids, and everything he's done is to build a structure whereby we can educate the next generation of pediatricians.
To think that when Ralph came to Texas Children and Baylor Pediatrics, there were hardly any NIH-funded projects, perhaps less than a handful of projects, and to think that now we are the #1 in the country and over many years is just the biggest tribute to his accomplishments.
And when you talk to people around the country at other institutions, they recognize this. Other department chairs, other people who work at high levels in other institutions, they know how important having somebody like this is for 30 years can really make a program shine.
He leaves a lasting impression with him that they have actually met with one of the genuine leaders of pediatrics in the United States, and perhaps in the world today.
Mostly he's interested in the here, now, and the present and future, and let's go for it. So I don't know what drives him, but I'm glad he's here to do it.
We are all very excited to be here, and we thank him for the environment that he's built here.
His energy, his enthusiasm, his devotion, his extreme concern for the welfare of the patients and their families sets an example to all of us.
I love him. I value this partnership, this relationship that he and I have enjoyed for the years that we've worked together. He doesn't have it on automatic pilot. He's not resting on his incredible laurels and accomplishments. He pushes it every single day.
The primary reason that he's here is because he really loves Texas Children's Hospital. I think he loves the institution. He loves what he can create and support here. And I think he feels that this is his home.